Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Gary Cooper with Cooper CPA Group. We're going to talk a little bit now about the most common questions that come up with tax planning. Well, the first question is, what is tax planning? Well, tax planning is something that you do typically mid-year or in the fourth quarter to see where you're at, how much you're going to owe the government or how much they're going to owe you. Also, you put together plans that you can minimize taxes. So what are some of the common questions? So it's really funny. I think people are still living back in the 70s and the 80s. It's, what's the newest tax shelter? Well, there are no more tax shelters. I'm sorry to say there's no such as things as straddles and things like that anymore. It's just pretty pure. They've simplified the tax laws, but it's still very complex to you. So how do you reduce taxes? Well, one of the common questions is, how do we do this? Well, we accelerate expenses, we defer income at the end of the year. Well, how do you do that? Well, you cut checks in December that you typically would cut in January. Or you deposit funds in January, you may deposit in December. So what's another question? Well, harvesting losses, what does that mean? Well, if you have stocks that are losers at the end of the year, you sell those stocks and you offset gains that you made previously. Well, guess what? A trick I just learned, you can use LIFO for stock. So if you bought some of it later on in the year at a higher price and you bought some of it previously at a lower price, you can elect last in, first out, and you can take a loss on that stock even if you're not in a total loss in the security. What about purchasing assets, Gary? Is this something I can do to reduce my taxes? Well, yeah, some immediately because you got cost segregation studies, but most importantly, it's how you invest your money today to get tax deductions in the future. Getting into real estate and other types of investments that can spit off tax losses. So these are just some of the common questions that we get hit with. And the normal stuff is, 1099 income, self-employment tax. What about itemized deductions, non-cash deductions, things of that nature that will add to minimizing your taxes. So hopefully this has been helpful on some of the common questions for tax planning. Thank you.